All right, this video is all about pay, compensation, benefits, and anytime you're looking to make a career change or go from one department to another, it's inevitable that pay and things like pay and benefits come up, and it's a major consideration for you and your family. So we want to provide an opportunity to just put everything on the table. We've got nothing to hide and a bunch of things that we want to highlight. So the two positions that we're going to cover here are dispatch and patrol officer. Real quick, I will speak to the dispatch position. That is a starting salary of $42,000 and it tops out at $56,700. That's assuming you would be coming in entry level with all of your qualifications and things that you needed to be eligible for the job. And then you would be, given pay increases over time until you reach the top of the pay scale. Generally speaking, we give raises based on a merit system. So every year you would be evaluated by your supervisor, and depending on that evaluation, you would get a specific percentage that related back to your performance score. The same is true for patrol as well. And it's worth noting that while many cities were not able to give raises or maybe even furloughed or reduced salary during the pandemic, Lake Worth gave market adjustments and increases and raises. So our city leaders, our city government is very supportive of its employees, all employees, not just public safety, but they are very good to us in public safety as well. So all of our folks got raises even through COVID, and we feel like we have a healthy economy and we have a fantastic finance department that finds creative ways to help us take care of our employees. So that's always a huge focus for us, and we're going to continue fighting for things along that front. Now, let me mention the patrol position. So we do have a recruit position, and that is a separate pay grade for officers who are in the academy but have not become licensed. That pay is $42,000 about, and it does not change. So while in the academy, we would pay you a salary of $42,000 a year on top of everything else: academy, books, uniforms, equipment, everything. We take care of all of it, and we pay you to do it. Then upon licensure and no experience, you would start at the bottom of the patrol officer pay scale, which is $54,000. And the top of the scale is currently $64,475. Now, that's the scale as it sits right now. There are some things on the horizon that we're really excited about that I'm not going to disclose in the video just because it's not final. But we're very optimistic that we're going to make progress in this range to be even more competitive in the job market. But it's not always about just the base salary. There are a lot of other fringe benefits that we offer, both to police officers and dispatchers, that I think will help make up some of that difference. So let's talk first about longevity pay. So after 5 years of service with the city, you would be paid $6 for every month of qualifying service, up to 30 years. So, as you can tell, that can add up quick. That's a huge benefit. We also offer certificate pay for both dispatchers and telecommunicators and police officers. So if you're coming to the table with experience, or while you're here you gain experience and certifications, we will compensate you for that. So we pay $25 a certificate all the way up to $100. So $100 per month would be the max that you could get if you had 4 certificates. Likewise, we also offer an education benefit. So if you have an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, or a master's degree, those would also qualify for under that certificate and education pay. Beyond that, we offer step-up pay. So if you are a patrol officer or an officer in charge, and you're operating in that lead officer capacity, or you're training a new officer, we offer step-up pay. So that is 10%, a 10% increase in your base salary while you're conducting the training. So, you know, if you've got a trainee for 4 weeks every day, then for every day you worked that month, you would receive a 10% increase in your pay. So just a way to compensate you for that extra time and work that you're doing to be in a training status. In other positions in the department, if you are on call, we offer an on-call premium of $80 a month if you're the first on call, and then I believe it's $60 a month if you are the second on call. And you get a little bit more if your on-call period occurs when there is a holiday. So right now that applies to our detectives. We have primary on-call and secondary on-call, and they're compensated for being in that on-call status. Let's see, that about covers it for pay. Now let's talk about holiday and vacation. So for all of our employees who are considered operational, so not administrative, our operational officers and all of our telecommunicators receive 9 holidays up front. So at the beginning of every year, we front load all of those holiday hours because we know that inevitably, you know, 1 shift or 2 shifts along the way are going to require them to work on a holiday. So by giving them all holidays right up front, it allows for flexibility in managing your time off. On top of that, obviously we give vacation time. We do allow staff to accrue comp time up to 80 hours. And then of course we pay overtime. And most of the time we allow the employee to decide whether they want holiday time, or I'm sorry, whether they want overtime or comp time. The only time the decision is not given is when the comp time is maxed. So when you're maxed out at 80 hours, then at that point, everything after that would be taken as overtime. Speaking of overtime, for our officers, we do offer some overtime opportunities. So the city does have a 12-month comprehensive STEP grant through TxDOT that pays officers to come in and work specialized traffic assignments and receive overtime pay for those assignments. So that's an opportunity in addition to the normal things that come up like special events or, you know, what have you. The city offers competitive retirement. It's pretty comparable. It is comparable to any, you know, reputable city around us. That is a 7% contribution to retirement. So the city takes your salary, and from your salary, they take 7% and invest it into the Texas Municipal Retirement System on your behalf. And then they double it. So you contribute 7%, the city contributes 14%. Now that 14% doesn't come out of your check, only the 7% does. So you contribute 7, the city contributes 14, that goes into your retirement account. And you know, it's a really awesome benefit. And if you are trying to catch up or you're trying to retire early, we do have the option to invest in some additional retirement accounts through third-party providers. We offer, you know, competitive medical, dental, vision insurance. We offer an HSA option, which is great for young folks coming in who don't have any significant medical problems. It's a great way to save some money and invest in a health savings account. That really can come in handy down the road in the future. So anyway, across the board, we feel like we are incredibly competitive on all fronts. So anyway, we would just encourage you to compare our benefits and what we have to offer to others. And I think if you do that, you'll find that, we're very progressive. We're on the leading edge of all of those things. And we're continuing to fight to make those things better and to see improvements in those areas. So with that, any questions, please reach out to us, or you can reach out to Human Resources to find out any kind of specific on pay or benefits. Thanks.